Greetings, humans. I'm Andy, and I'm Jared, and this is Couscous, and welcome back to the Windmill full of corpses. Right, so this is my haven. Because Scardust is your haven? Yes, Scardust is my haven. But when they were doing the live stream before releasing this song, when they were talking about the song and they asked people what their haven was, I went on the Windmill account and said it was a mosh pit. But that's your haven. Fair enough. So my haven is a mosh pit and his haven is my haven. Also, the only reason why I don't mosh to Scardust is because I'm always glued to the front row. Right, so disclaimer, I have heard his haven before, and I mean I have heard the band before, but I also heard this song before because I was on their Patreon and they did a call where they played it early to people. Yeah, and I was lucky enough to be at a show, which is why we can still do this video now. Yes. Because there was no way I would have been able to stay away from that shit. I would have been able to stay away from it, but I had to be there because you couldn't. Yeah, I needed a replacement. He's my double. You can't tell. I am overwhelmed with hype. Are you ready? Now. Go!
The ground is burning underneath my feet.
Oh god, this is so good!
My body is aching, my heart's incomplete. I've been through
Yes!
hell while I'm screaming my name in a symbol of shame. So I hold your hand tight and I shout. You are my haven. You are my destiny. Wonderful roar outside my dwelling. Rain will still pour down through your railing. Yeah, I'm staying here. You've been through hell and back when I'm screaming your name as a symbol of shame. So I hold on to you as I shout. You are my haven. You are my destiny.
You hear it? Let's go!
We've been through hell.
Yeah.
When I'm screaming your name, it's a symbol of shame. Let's hold on so we don't fall apart. You are my haven. You are my destiny.
Yeah. Break it down! Rip it apart! Oh! No! Ah! 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 Every time somebody says no, just respond with ah. Yes. And if you don't know what that means, check out the lineup of the band. Yes! Yes! Right, so I heard this song on that call like a month ago. Mm-hmm. I only heard it that one time. That chorus, I was playing it in my head last night.
Really?
It's that memorable. If you never listen to this song again, you'll still remember it in a month. And despite that, it's some of the most dense songwriting I've seen from them. 4 solos.
You think I was still counting?
4 solos between 3 choruses with 2 verses that both also have a screaming section.
You see, how do you move up from 10 out of 10?
It's easy.
Like, this is not legal.
11 out of 10. It's like, look, whenever you have a scale from something to something, the top of that scale is whatever the best thing that exists is. Until there's a better thing, and then the scale expands. Like when cars break world records. For speed, right?
Yeah. So, this is the world record for what exactly?
I mean, Scardust is just Koenigsegg Absolute at this point. Google it.
Koenigsegg Absolute wasn't tested yet. It's still the Chiron 300 Plus.
The Chiron 300 Plus is not road legal, but let's not get into cars.
And Noah's voice is a Caterham, though.
Yeah.
Because of all the runs. What was that at the end? That was breaking the record from Concrete Cages.
So,
because it was just as much runs, just as much of a solo composition on her vocal parts, but then also bringing in the scream.
okay, what I felt about this song was like if you take Concrete Cages and you put it in a garbage compressor and you just tighten it.
Concrete Cages means it's Star Wars A New Hope.
Yeah, pretty much. Concrete Cages plus Star Wars A New Hope is my haven.
Yes.
Because it's like, it's got that whole solo stew thing where you have like solos from everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It has a super memorable chorus.
Mm-hmm.
It has hooky screaming sections.
Mm-hmm.
And it has this very outdoorsy kind of vibe. Right?
Yeah. I mean, the video also has that vibe. And I like the final shot. I think that's also the one they were advertising with.
Yeah.
Because that's how it feels, right?
Yes, it does feel that way. I think the point of the video is every one of them is in a place that is their haven.
Oh. Do you think that, or did they tell you that?
I think they said that on the live stream they did when announcing this song.
Okay, so you don't get to take credit for that.
No, I don't get to take credit for that.
Well, I get to take credit for being there and remembering it. Fuck you, I was at a show.
You were at multiple shows.
I was at one show at that time.
Tell me more.
I don't think there is any band I would rather describe as exciting than Scardust. That's what their music brings across, especially on the fast songs. I can't think of any band that's more exciting. Everything's running, it's thrilling, it's like you're a child. Kind of like Nightwish's Imaginarium, but prog.
Yeah.
Like proper prog.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone that I would better describe as a princess and a prog bro at the same time than Noah.
I can.
Yeah.
Or.
He's not a princess, he's the Terminator. We've been over this.
Yeah, fair enough.
Also, my bro Aaron became a badass. Because whenever you're a keyboardist, you're sitting still behind the keyboard, you're more back there on the stage, you can't move around, it's harder to interact with the audience and stuff. When you bring in the guitar, you're basically in the same stance as the guitarists.
Yes, you are.
Which are the gods of metal.
So basically, the guitar is that which makes attention whoring possible for keyboard players.
No, it's not attention whoring if you've earned it.
Yeah, he
And
totally
he's earned it.
I don't know if you
He's just finally cashing in as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, finally the keyboardist gets to suck up some of the glory. Then we just need the guitar equivalent of a drum kit. About the guitar solo, is it just me or that sound effect he's using is very much early Haken type keyboard soloing?
I really couldn't place it because Haken has a specific sound and this song doesn't have this sound. So
Yeah.
even if it's the same tone on keyboard, it didn't come across the same way for me.
Yeah, it doesn't come across the same way, but I could totally tell it was a very similar sound to that.
The guitar always has a more synthy electronic sound to it, and it's also really easy to make the whooshy noises with the warping of the notes. Like I think it has the pitch bending or whatever. So I think that's very typical of Haken and of prog starting to get towards this more modern sound. Scardust somehow still manages to sound modern and raw at the same time, which is amazing. Yeah, and there's a lot more I should say that I don't feel I can, because that was just an absolute sensory overload.
Yeah. No, it doesn't feel like a 3-minute song. By the time it's done, it feels like 6 minutes went by. Because there's so much happening.
Yeah, they put them in the garbage compressor.
Yes.
Dense, compact. But yeah, basically take princessy bands like Delane or Illumishade, take complex bands like Hakon or Dream Theater, take really big, larger-than-life symphonic metal bands like Epica, put them all in a blender, add some speed or I don't know, whatever, ADHD in there, and you've got something that is probably trying to lead up to the level of energy in this song, but is ultimately still failing because this can't be described in words.
Yes, and then what you result with is the vehicle through which George McFly is to communicate to Lorraine. She said, "You are my destiny" in the chorus.
Yeah, but she should have said, "You are my density."
Tell her Destiny brought you together. Tell her that she is the most beautiful girl you have ever seen in the world.
I'm George McFly. I'm your density.
Yeah, like, when you do this live, you definitely have at least one of the destinies turn it into density.
Yes. I'm gonna message you before the next show, Scardust, if you're watching. Yoav, I need you to do blast beats for me. And Noah, I need you to say density when you perform this song. I'm serious. I'll buy more merch if you do. Now I gotta make money.
Yeah.
Are we done here?
No.
So if you enjoyed this reaction, we greatly appreciate the likes and shares. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. With bells on.
Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon.
Of course, he's out.